Hey guys, I'm Josiah and welcome to Movie News. The weekend is upon us and I hope you all have a great weekend. I would love to hear your plans for the weekend in the comments below if you have anything cool or interesting happening, and that'd be cool to hear what you guys have going on. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into the movie news for today. So we have some really exciting things to talk about today. So let's get right into the most epic story of the day. Kevin Hart is starring in a Monopoly movie. You guys have no idea how long I've waited for this movie. I have always wanted a Monopoly movie over any other kind of movie out there, you know? Dungeons and Dragons movie, pathetic. Settlers of Catan movie, more like Settlers of Crap. No. Give me a Monopoly movie, because that makes sense. But hey, Kevin Hart is starring in it, and it's directed by Tim Story, who made the incredible Ride Along movie that we all loved dearly. So I definitely think that this movie we can all safely put on our top 5 list of the most anticipated movies coming in the near future. Very excited for this movie. I think this movie is going to be truly a masterpiece, truly something that we can look forward to. So, alright, moving on now to some news that isn't quite as epic as the Monopoly movie. The biographical drama film Tolkien, which is about the legendary J.R.R. Tolkien, obviously, is coming out this summer. This film stars Nicholas Hoult as Tolkien himself, with Lily Collins also attached to star as Tolkien's great love and eventual wife, Edith Bratt. This film is going to focus on Tolkien's early life that really shaped him into the incredible author that he was. This film will deal a lot with his college days, his love for Edith, as well as his service in World War I. It'll be interesting to see how they bring the story of Tolkien to life and how they use these types of events to show how it inspired Tolkien to create the stories that we know and love as The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. I think that this is the right time for this type of film about Tolkien to come out, since the Amazon Lord of the Rings series will be coming out down the road here. I couldn't find any information about how involved the Tolkien estate was with this film, but I just hope this film really does strive to honor Tolkien and his spectacular life. Biographical films can be kind of hit or miss sometimes, but you know, Nicholas Hoult is a good actor, and I'm excited to see how he brings Tolkien to life. I think that's a really interesting combination that they have there, so it'll be interesting to see how that all works out. Releasing this film in May is also an interesting decision, since that'll be right during blockbuster season, so I'm not entirely sure what the plan is with that. I don't think that this film will have a huge opening weekend. I believe that this film is coming out like the weekend after Avengers Endgame drops, so that might be kind of impactful for that, but I think that over the course of this theatrical run, I think it'll actually do pretty well, so I'm excited to see this film and see how it does and all that stuff. I'm very excited for this film, and if you know me at all, you know that I'm like a huge Lord of the Rings fan and just a huge fan of Tolkien in general. I've read quite a bit on his life and studied his life and all that stuff. He's had a very fascinating life, and it'll be interesting to see how they bring it to life in this film. And so with that, I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. Are you excited for this Tolkien film? Last but not least, there was an interesting tweet that Marvel Studios put out yesterday, where they joined in the 10-year challenge happening on Twitter now, but they used the beloved characters of the MCU to show where they were at 10 years ago and where they're at now. So let's go ahead and check this out. So we have Iron Man, Tony Stark, and obviously we get to see him from where he was at the beginning of the MCU as you know, the popular billionaire who had his whole life, you know, going pretty well and stuff and all that, and he just, you know, was just a dude who was making weapons, being rich, and having fun. So, and then this is where we're at now with Endgame. So, yeah, quite a journey for Tony Stark. He honestly has one of the biggest journeys of them all in the MCU, and it's really exciting to see just how his character has developed over the years. Next we have Thor. So obviously he lost his eye, so he has just one eyeball, even though the other one's kind of in his head. It's not really his eyeball and stuff. So, but this is where we began with him. He just looks like a punk pretty boy and stuff, and now he looks like the awesome, amazing Thor who wears Carhartts. It's actually kind of funny. He looks like he's kind of wearing like a Carhartt thing here. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting how they kind of bring that back around, I guess. Not really sure if that was intentional or not, but yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so we have Steve Rogers. Not a whole lot of difference here. Obviously, I can't really tell. I think this is supposed to be him when he was like the skinny dude. I think. No, I don't think so. I think that's still Steve Rogers as like himself. But what they should have done is they should have had him as like the scrawny little Steve Rogers. That would have been cool. But obviously he's not too much a difference here and all that stuff. This was during World War II, I believe, from what it looks like still. Yeah, because he has like the necklace here and all that stuff. But yeah, so there you go. There's Steve Rogers. Alright, so we have Black Widow. She has progressed quite a bit. She obviously has blonde hair now, which was an interesting decision by the Russo brothers for Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. I don't know that my guess is they probably did that because she was kind of a fugitive and all that stuff, so they kind of wanted to have her have a little bit of a different hairstyle to show that she's on the run and hiding and all that stuff. But she's made quite a difference. Honestly, this was one of my favorite styles for Black Widow's hair in all the movies. I think that it was quite gorgeous. So yeah, but I love Black Widow. She's one of my favorite characters, and yeah. Next wait, is that it? That can't be it. Let me see here. Here we go. So we have Nick Fury. Interesting that they decided to show him from like the 90s, because technically that wasn't like 10 years, I guess, but I guess I don't know if the 10-year challenge is supposed to be like a technical 10 years, like a literal 10 years, or if it's supposed to be just like a challenge of like, hey, this is me when I was younger, this is me now. I don't know how the challenge works. I did not participate or really have an interest in it. So but yeah, so this is him from Captain Marvel. Obviously they probably actually put this in to kind of promote Captain Marvel a little bit. But yeah, I love how they have the technology, the de-aging technology now, and I think they are really doing a good job at perfecting it, and it'll be interesting to see how they use that in future films and all that stuff. So, Nick Fury, young lad, older not Nick Fury, Coulson. Yeah, Coulson. So, obviously this was him. I think this is supposed to be him from Captain Marvel, I think, as well. So he's supposed to look, younger. He looks a little younger and stuff, but Coulson's one of my favorite characters in the MCU. I love Coulson, and I love him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I think he's amazing. So it'll be cool to see how they bring him back and all that stuff. Hawkeye. So not a whole lot of difference, I guess. He uses like swords now or something as Ronin, so that's pretty cool, instead of a bow. So that'll be interesting to see how they bring that into the new film Endgame and all that stuff. But yeah, love Hawkeye. So, and then they show us their logo. So it's not a whole lot of difference, I guess, even though this was actually a fairly recent logo too. This was a logo that they released, like, this was their new logo from like 4 years ago, I think. And they had one that was even more different before this one. But obviously they have like the 10 here, which is pretty cool and all that stuff. It looks like that was it, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. So very cool on Marvel to do that, and yeah, I enjoy that a lot. Anyway, I just thought that was a pretty cool thing that Marvel Studios did, and it's just kind of crazy to think that we've already, had the MCU around for almost 11 years now, and it's just crazy. It's kind of hard to believe. you know, time flies when you're having fun. So speaking of fun, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to my channel. We are all about fun here at Josiah Rises and celebrating our love of movies. So it's just amazing coming here every day, seeing you guys interact, getting to talk with you guys, and enjoying movies with you guys. Thank you for all of your support. It truly means the world to me, and I hope you all have a wonderful day and a fantastic weekend. And I will talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.